Well, I think it's very interesting. We have a very good attendance from regulators around the world, which is very important because they are ultimately the decision makers on the spectrum allocation in the various countries. And then the representation of the industry is as usual in these events. So I think it's a very nice mix in order to have interesting discussions. Well, I think it's the future. I think it's very important to have a way of sharing spectrum that would be dynamic, efficient, and that would accompany the let's say, advancements of the industry. And the static sharing of spectrum can be useful for certain services, but for new innovative services, it would be more and more in demand to have a more, let's say, efficient way, a more dynamic way, and I think that's the future. There is still a lot to advance on this, but it's showing the first results as very positive and promising ones. Well, more and more our society is a mobile one, so people don't like to be, let's say, fixed to a device that is connected to the wall or to any, let's say, server or router that wouldn't not allow them to move around with it. So more and more people are willing to have mobile devices and have them on the go, use them on the go. So you need for that wireless access to the information and use and applications. So you need spectrum for that. And spectrum is a scarce resource, as you know. And there are more and more services, applications, and uses that are coming every year or all the time. So with the same amount of this resource, you have to allocate more and more possible uses of it. So sharing of the spectrum becomes a key factor for this, and that is why this is so relevant today. I see this trend only augmenting, only increasing. There will be more and more new services and new uses of wireless technology in the future. We will continue to be wanting to have our devices with us and not at home and not at the office only. So the wireless use of these terminals and applications and uses is going to increase. So the challenges in order to allocate spectrum for all of them are going to be more and more present. So the advances in the dynamic allocation of this spectrum would be key in order to allow us to manage the spectrum efficiently.